So step number one, we need to find topic themes. So if we're trying to find a related text, we need to first look at your prescribed text and go, well, okay, what is it about? What are the key ideas or themes? So we can then find another text that maybe has similar ideas or themes, or looks at them in a different way, but it's got some similarities. Remember that idea of relatedness, that's what we're aiming for here. Now, there's some simple ways that you can do this. In fact, we've got two really great little exercises that you can do for your prescribed text that will help you work out what the sort of key ideas are, and then you can also run these on possibly your choice of related text to make sure that you've got the right fit. So importantly, what is a theme? Well, a theme is essentially an idea, right, that reoccurs or pervades a piece of art or literature. So it's about the idea of repetition, right? You're seeing it through the text. That's what we've got to try to uncover in your prescribed text. So sort of test number one is really simple. It's called, what is the moral of this story? So what I want you to do is I want you to look at your prescribed text and ask yourself that question. As you read it or watch it, ask yourself, what is the moral of this story? So for example, if we use Billy Elliot, which is one of the prescribed texts under the new HSC English syllabus for text and human experience, which is the common module, if we ask, what is the moral of this story? You could say that, well, one, prejudice can be overcome. Right? The story is an example of that. Or perhaps two, that the moral is that family relationships are difficult to navigate, but ultimately they are what matters, right? So you've got a couple of morals that you can pull out from this. So that's what the first thing you can do, the moral of the story. Do that for your prescribed, do it for the text that you're thinking of doing for your related, and then step back and go, well, are these similar, right? Is there a connection here? Now, the second test that you can use is super simple, and it's called the one-word description test. And it's where you look, and there's a couple of questions you're going to ask yourself about the text, and you've got to just give a one-word response in answer to that question. And the one-word answers are then going to tell you sort of these ideas, these reoccurring sort of things that pervade a text, and it'll help you match these up. So the three questions are really simply, what is the text about? If you had to pick in a single word, what would it be? Question number two, what difficulties does the persona face? Ultimately, in every text, there's always difficulties and challenges the main persona has to go through. So what are they? And then question number three is, well, how do they overcome them? Again, in most texts, there will be a journey of overcoming the difficulties and challenges. So three simple questions, I'm going to repeat them. What is the text about? Number two, what are the main challenges the persona experiences? And number three, how do they overcome them? So once again, let's apply this to Billy Elliot so we can see how we can get some ideas and themes out of Billy Elliot through applying this framework. So, what is Billy Elliot about? Well, yes, it's about a kid dancing, but ultimately it's more than that. It's about breaking tradition. Cool. What difficulties does Billy face? Well, gender stereotypes, prejudice, and navigating family relationships. And then how does Billy keep going? How does he overcome these challenges? Well, he takes risks, he has determination, and he's got courage. So all of a sudden what we've just found here is we've got a much bigger list now of possible themes and ideas. We've got tradition, gender stereotypes, prejudices, family, risk-taking, determination, courage. So you can see that through putting it through these two really quick, easy little tests, we've got a list now of ideas or themes from your prescribed text. Now what I want you to go and do is do the same thing for your potential choice of related text, and then sit back and take a look at them and go, do these actually match? Are these as related as I thought, or have I been kidding myself?